Our world is changing really fast. It's much more interconnected. It's more complex. Some people talk about it being flatter, but at the same time, there are lots of challenges. And I think all of that means that we need to think very hard about the future of management education, the role of a manager, the kind of skills a manager needs. And I think there's an important discussion going on about the future of management education, but for the most part, that discussion has been taking place within the United States, within Western Europe, perhaps between the United States and Western Europe. And most of the action in the world is not in the United States or Western Europe. So what is unique about this network, I think, is that we have schools from a broad range of countries, some of the most dynamic economies in the world, and we can, through this network, engage in a conversation of what the future of management is, what the future of management education is, what different views are about the role of managers and what skills they ought to have.
We'll be able to talk, tell stories, articulate our problems, and rapidly, very rapidly, faster than even Google, come at appropriate solutions. So this is what the network is going to be able to give us, is access to all sorts of tools and solutions for problems.
Complexity and uncertainty means that collaboration between companies, between citizens of different countries who are leaders in their businesses is going to be very important. I think that's one of the key issues. And if we want businesses and even governments to collaborate, we need them to collaborate in this environment of uncertainty, economic and macroeconomic uncertainty. We as schools of business and who are training those leaders of the future, collaborating among ourselves means that we are going to make it better for our students, and also set the example.
Business is being reinvented by technology and by society. Management is being reinvented by those changes in business. We want to work with people who are as curious about that as we are.
For China, the Chinese business is growing, so a lot of Chinese companies are expanding their business to some other destinations, for example, in Africa, in South America. So for a business school based in China, definitely we have to follow up these steps. So also we want to encourage our students to have more interactions with the students, for example, maybe from Africa, from South America.
Each school, we have certain expertise. And for any school to become a global expert is going to be very challenging. So I believe that how we draw upon the challenges and expertise of different institutions and create what TED has taken the initiative of a global network, because then we can build on each other's strength. Because what we are creating is the leaders of the future. They can learn something in Singapore, they can learn something in Indonesia, and plus Yale here.
We know there's a gap in terms of our ability to get at global issues. And now we have a potential vehicle where we say, here are some business practices that we can study, that we can do cases on. But now we have member schools where we can turn to them and say, hey, would you like to be involved? Would you like to get your students involved? Would you like to co-develop these cases? The results are going to be better cases distributed to top talent throughout the world.
The faculty and students are very excited about the opportunity. It's a good platform to be internationalized and to share the best schools experiences in many different areas. So I think that's something which is great to be a part of.
Our faculty are also excited about these ideas. I think they're ready for the work together with other member schools to collaborate regarding the case development and curriculum design, those kind of issues.
We are, I think, willing to participate and to develop new ideas, new way of collaboration, and in a very different world. It's complex, it is difficult, it is diverse.
Most schools are already doing a bilateral, some alliance with many business schools around the world, but this is completely different. 20-something business schools on the same platform. And I think, there's simply something very different, innovative. I'm very excited.